Okay, so I've done it. 18 pages written over 3 days. And at the very end of the last page I put, so that's it. Now let's be accurate. What did I actually say? My writing is complete. As far as I'm aware, that's what I wrote. So that was it. I thought I was done. Complete. There's still that to do. How on earth do I describe how I'm feeling? Phew. I laughed at certain points. There's a part of my body on my left, just above my left ankle, the skin there feels really unpleasant, like something, like it'd been rubbing against metal for a long period of time or something like that. That's kind of been in my awareness for the last few weeks. I'm aware of it now. Strange hollow feelings in my solar plexus. My gut feels tender. I feel a bit shocked actually. Yeah, I feel shocked. And I do understand that a big part of me had hoped that it had been about 80 to 90% made up. Now just be a few things and it was all done in some kind of mind controlly thing, but no, I'm completely wrong about that. It all did happen. And this is the really, perhaps this is the thing I need to focus on. When someone writes out their traumas from the past, as I've already mentioned, my writing became that of a 11-year-old boy, and that feels significant. And memories of things come out which I had no access to at all for like nearly all of my life. Names came out and locations came out. So this is one of the things about human subconscious. And I'm going to leave this on a really happy note in a moment. And the key is the subconscious. So the thing about the subconscious remembers everything. If you've ever had an operation where you've been under full anaesthetic, you don't remember anything about the operation, but your subconscious remembers all of it. It's all stored away. So it seems that the act of lighting the candle and tuning into the guides and helpers and asking them to guide my pen, and it just flows out, just comes out. So there's something actually very safe about that, although what is actually being written out is extremely distressing. So I'm starting to kind of go into a slightly dissociated state where it's hard for me to focus, and that's completely unsurprising, I suppose, really. But I'm going to do my damnedest if I can bring this back onto the track. So, because the eternal now encompasses all times, that means that the subconscious has got access to all the memories of everything ever happened to us that we forgot about. So it's a big part of the journey. Is some of this stuff is very surprising because I'm discovering this and that, and I'm having reactions and responses. And I was hoping I might perhaps be able to kind of summarize these reactions. So numbness, shame, disgust, feeling very, very uneasy. Yeah, I think perhaps the most, yeah, that's the one word that perhaps is encapsulates everything, is uneasy. I've been uneasy for some weeks about the idea of doing this. Uneasy last night, uneasy as I got everything together, uneasy as I start to read, very, very uneasy. And one of the really disturbing things is that in some of these experiences which are too horrific to contemplate, there's part of it that actually includes sexual arousal, which is very confusing for a child to experience horrific things and there to be sexual arousal involved as well. It's very, very disturbing. So I need to say that. So I need to talk a little bit about yesterday evening. So yesterday evening I watched a TV show, and this young woman, something happens and it's disturbing to her, and she's in a very disturbed state, and she leaves everyone she knows and she doesn't tell anyone, and she flees to a different part of the country in total innocence. She is absolutely sure that no one will ever find her. So that's what she does, and somehow that made a triggering on me last night. And I realise at the moment, well, when I say at the moment, yeah, lately, well, no, be more accurate, what happened is all the defence mechanisms I had to avoid feeling this, literally they just collapsed. And I suddenly felt very, very lonely and isolated. Lonely and isolated. So that's what happens. I went to bed feeling lonely and isolated, and in the night, in the early morning, while it was dark, I had this dream. And the dream was a gift to me from my subconscious. And in this dream, the one who I am to meet, we will love each other, and she will become my beloved and I'll become her beloved. I got to meet her in the dream, and we had some simple experiences, and it was very light, it was very easy, it was very loving and very beautiful and delicious and safe and magical. And that's how it felt in the dream. And that dream is my gift to myself from my subconscious. And I'm so grateful for my subconscious for that gift. Please watch my film about how I love my subconscious and how anyone can do this. It's such a gift to get into a good relationship with your subconscious. So because I got into this really good relationship with my subconscious, I was given this beautiful dream about what's going to happen to me in the future, in the fairly near future. And that is such a blessing. I'm so grateful for it. And that literally has given me what I needed to be able to do what I've just done with you. So that's the first section. So I'm very overwrought now. So I'm going to do something to comfort myself. And I'll need to make sure as I eat at some point and stuff like that. And I'm just going to keep going and keep going and keep going throughout the day. I'm not going to be making any more films now until the end of the whole process. But it felt appropriate to be with you for this one. The first one. So it continues. Thank you. All the love to you. Thank you for your time, your attention, your patience. Thank you.